Parsons is president and CEO of the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. We're talking to her today about how the orchestra has been and is planning to respond to the coronavirus crisis. We've seen things like your cello section getting together to team up with the Bach cello suites. Tell viewers about that.
Well, our musicians started this idea of play on your porch, and then the cello section said, let's do something fun. Let's take the piece of music and divide it up into sections. Usually we play as a section. In this case, the section is going to make a tribute gift to the community by each playing their own part of it, and then we wove it together, and so it is presented as a piece of music. It's a great opportunity to showcase our fantastically gifted musicians. You hear the cello section most of the time as a whole, and so this is an opportunity to hear each one of them line for line. And exposed and in their homes, and it's quite special.
Tell me about maybe some of the other conversations you might be having with your counterparts at other music presenting organizations or cultural organizations around Detroit or around Michigan.
I remember thinking that night we were making this decision to send people home, I wonder what anyone else is doing and how should we act as a sector together. And I called Wayne Brown, and soon I was talking with Patricia Meridian at the Henry Ford. Wayne, of course, is at Michigan Opera Theater. And Wayne had an enormous program that he was about to launch. Of course, I was on the phone with Matthew Van Biesen from University Musical Society, and his chorus was part of our Carmina production. So we were all in conversation about what was the right thing to do, how to do that, and how to communicate consistent messaging to not only our sector, our patrons, but to our employees.
What are you thinking about the coming season?
We are trying to take this in sections, if you will. We know what we don't know, which is when will we be able to perform as an orchestra on stage in a closed setting, or as an orchestra in an outdoor setting. So the first question will be, can we perform outdoors this summer? I think that's the first opportunity before us. I think there are plenty of ways that we could take advantage of the summer months in ways that we have before and in ways we have not. So we are looking at all that and holding our options open.
Sure.
We are counting on a fall season. And right now, that is our plan and our hope. It's still early days, and I think we'll just be waiting for the medical advisors and science people to say what is ultimately safe for everyone to do.
You've made a lot available online, so many performances from Orchestra Hall from this past season and recent season. So at least we can virtually experience concerts with the DSO.
We've had fun with that because our musicians are always on stage when we're web streaming our concerts, and so they have not had the opportunity to engage the way they are now doing. They're introducing the concerts, they're answering questions in chat spaces, calling attention to things. It's really fun for them and as well as us, and fun for our community to get to know the personalities of our individual musicians as they engage in this way.